Welcome, beautiful goddesses, to Teach, Travel, Talk. I am Megan, and my mission, goal, and vision is to help guide you through the crazy journey of life and of being a human and having this human experience. Because until we realize that we are the creators of our reality, we can either make life very difficult for ourselves, or we can make our world incredible. But it's all about how we perceive our world and the world around us. So this is for you. Yes, you, the one listening, so that I can uplift and empower you to look within yourself and find that inner light, love, guidance, and intuition that will lead you to unbecome who the world told you to be and bring you back to who you were meant to be and who you were supposed to become in this life. So let's dive deep into conversations that will bring you teachable moments to implement throughout your daily life and to help reprogram the way we think. Hello, my beautiful goddesses, queens, and unicorns, and welcome to Teach, Travel, Talk, or welcome back to Teach, Travel, Talk. I'm so happy you are here today, and I can't wait for us to go through this journey together. This podcast is all about teaching one another how to travel through this human life by talking about our experiences and stories, because we all need to realize we are all teachers in this marvelous universe. No matter if you are a true teacher or not, we are all teaching one another in one shape or one form. And I would love for you to come and share your story. I've loved sharing my story, and I have had some amazing talks with incredible women from all over the world, and there is nothing I am more grateful for than the amazing, incredible souls that have entered my life. And today, I just want to thank you all for what you have brought into my life. You've brought so much joy, happiness, love, wisdom, kindness, compassion, and just overall the greatest experience of meeting you. And it has been a pleasure to get to know each and every person that has come into my life for maybe a season, maybe a reason, maybe a lifetime. But I thank you, all of you, even those people that I've just bumped into or who just have said hi to me or I've said hi to them. I appreciate you and I honor you. And I acknowledge the fact that you are an amazing, incredible human being. And I'm so happy that even for a glimpse in time, we got the chance to meet. I wanted this podcast to just be about how grateful I am for people within my life, because I am so very grateful for all of the connections, all of the relationships, and just amazing, incredible memories I have with some of my most memorable, favorite people in the world. And for all the people who I have yet to meet, I can't wait to have you in my life, because I'm so grateful for every human that has entered my life for good or bad reasons. I think you all were my teachers at one point or another. And that is something that has really helped me to get to a very mindful place, was being grateful for every single person and experience that I have gone through in my life. So today is all about me turning all the incredible things that I've gone through in life into a grateful form. So I can't wait for you to hear some of my stories and how I now perceive some things as the best things that have ever happened to me. So let the teachable moments begin. Welcome, my beautiful tribe. If you have not already came and joined us in our tribe, please go on over to facebook.com/TEACH.TRAVEL.TALK tribe. We would love for you to join us there. The information will be down below in the show notes. You can just click that and go on over. And I can't wait to have you over there. And I would appreciate and love feedback. It is always appreciated and loved. So today we are talking about being grateful. I would say that one of the greatest things that have come from my journey so far in this life is finding that appreciation and that gratefulness for every single thing that has happened to me. And I know that that can be a very difficult task to come to and to even agree with, especially when we have so much trauma in our lives. It's hard for us to be grateful for that trauma, to be grateful for certain situations that have happened or experiences or memories that we have. But everything does happen for a reason. And that reason is we need to learn from those experiences, because life is our biggest teacher, and it will keep giving us that same lesson over and over and over again until we have finally understood it and mastered it, and then we can move on from it. And another big thing with that is just being grateful for those lessons that happen in life. And I know, trust me, it can be very difficult to accept that certain things had to happen in order for us to be where we are today. But it is true. It needed to happen. And I think my biggest, most grateful thing that I always go back to is when my sister passed away, and I was only 5 years old. And of course, at 5 years old, I did not understand what being grateful for was, or that everything happened for a reason. But I do know that at 5 years old was when I had my first spiritual experience that propelled me into this journey of self-discovery and finding myself and living and truly, truly living, not only for me, but for her too. And it wasn't until I got older how much I realized the sacrifice my sister made for me to be able to be who I am today. And it's something I am grateful for all the time. I am constantly grateful that even though it was something so traumatic and definitely turned off a lot of my younger years because of it, I can now sit and say that I'm so grateful that that experience happened. Because not only would I have not been able to propel myself into this spiritual side of myself and this understanding that there is something bigger out there, but it isn't for me to understand. That wasn't my mission here on this universe, is to discover what is out there. It's to discover what is inside of me, because it all is inside of me. And, when I finally got to that point where I could take something, that was one of the hardest parts of my life, and sit there and be grateful for it. It shifted my whole entire world. It shifted everything for me. It shifted the way that I view things and that I look at things. And it helped me to understand that there's so much more to life than what we truly know or have the knowledge to know about. But it is a skill that we can acquire. It is a tool in our tool belt that we can have. And trust me, it takes a really long time, especially in that moment when something is happening and sitting there saying, oh, yep, I'm very grateful for this. But it's starting to have no reaction towards those maybe negative or bad situations. And then realizing that, again, it's trying to teach you something. I would say definitely in my life with relationships. Growing up, I never really wanted to commit to someone or have that type of relationship. And obviously that was a lot of internal conflict I had with myself. And as I got older and started getting into relationships, I did notice that because for so long I was not treating myself and my body the way that I should, I was going so far towards this deep end. And then when I started coming out of it and actually started saying I'm going to have a relationship with someone and treat myself better, I started attaching that love with somebody else instead of me truly and fully loving myself. But I'm truly grateful that has happened, because over the courses of my relationship, I now can recognize when I'm in a relationship that is not right for me, that is not something that aligns with who I am. And even realizing that I am not in a relationship to possess someone, and they should never be in that relationship to possess me either. We are two individual humans, and we need to grow separately. And I've loved having that experience, and I'm so grateful for all the relationships that I have had, whether they were very short relationships or really long relationships. I find so much appreciation in all of them because they all have taught me what I definitely know I don't want in someone and what I know that I want in someone. And it has helped me to form this idea of saying, wait, I actually don't have to settle for anything less than I deserve. And if someone is not aligning up with what I want, then why have them in my life? If they're not adding value, then why have someone? If they're just creating negativity, why have them? So it has helped me so much, and I'm so grateful that each one of them has taught me some massive lessons and for something that I can learn from. Even recently, I just got out of a long-term relationship, which was really hard for me to do, but it was within myself going back and reviewing all of my past relationships and saying, is this a right relationship for me? Is this person making me a better person? Do I feel like an independent individual in this relationship? And it was something I had to look at and say, no, it isn't making me better. I don't feel like an independent person. And I do feel like this relationship is not something that I can see me having in the future. Because I've learned, I don't think relationships that you should argue. I think it's great to have discussions, and it's okay to disagree on things, but you should never get angry and argue with your partner. You should be able to have a mature enough relationship. And this isn't any relationship, friendships, family, but especially with someone you are going to be with 24/7, you need to be able to sit down, have a discussion with each other, and work things out. You should never have to scream at your partner or get angry with your partner. Why? It's so unnecessary. And I feel that some people definitely make that as an excuse, saying, oh, well, there's always going to be fighting. Nothing is perfect. No, nothing is perfect. However, why create drama in a relationship when, to be honest, there doesn't need to be? I mean, think about your friendships. Do you have a lot of drama within your friendships? If you do, maybe take a look. Maybe that life is teaching you a lesson there. Because I know that within my even friendships that I have amazing friendships. And that was definitely by trial and error. There are many friends that have came for a season and have left. And there are friends that I've had for a lifetime, and I appreciate them because at the end of the day, we're all helping one another. We are all thriving together and teaching one another how to be a good friend and how to be there for someone. And I absolutely am so grateful for my friends because we don't talk all the time, but we definitely check in maybe once a month, every other month. And I love them for that because we realize that we have busy lives and that we have other stuff going on, but we still love each other and we still want to acknowledge that we are there for each other. And we love to check in. And I love doing that with my friends. It gives us, a lot to talk about because we haven't talked in a few months. So much has happened. But for me, when you talk to someone every single day, it gets very boring and surface level. Yep, how are you? What'd you eat? And I'm the type of person that I need deep, stimulating conversations. And that's truly what I desire. And it's what I have learned from all of these friendships that I have had or encounters I've had with people around the world. It has showed me what I truly want inside of a friendship relationship, inside of a partner relationship, and even with my family, what kind of relationship I would like to have with them. But you must embody it, right? You must not only appreciate everything, but again, learn from these relationships and maybe say, hey, maybe it was me who's the bad friend. Maybe I need to learn some new skills. Maybe I need to learn how to communicate. I need to learn how to be a better friend, be a better partner. All these things, sometimes most of the time we definitely have a lot of work to do on the inside. And that's definitely what I've learned as well. Being grateful for all of this because it teaches me that there's a lot that I also need to work on, and that there are people out here that are willing to help me work on these things and to be on my side, which has been amazing. And again, I am so grateful for these incredible people that have come to either teach me or to be in my life forever and to grow with me and change with me and evolve with me. So again, I'm even grateful for all of you listening to this, because that means that you are taking one step towards trying to love yourself, towards loving yourself, and towards self-care, towards being mindful, and taking this time to appreciate all that we have in our life. Because when we're constantly being negative and always constantly stating what we don't have, well, the universe isn't going to bless you with things. It's going to give you more bad things. But if we vibrate on this frequency of being grateful and having everything that we want in this life, the universe conspires to give us more, because it's saying, oh my goodness, you're grateful for everything you have. So you're going to be grateful for the next thing that I place in front of you or that I give you. And it's learning to constantly find that gratefulness within every experience. And I will say one of the biggest things I am so grateful for is the fact that I've been able to travel the world. It has been something that has brought me so much joy in my life. It has brought me to discover my purpose, my happiness, to discover who Megan is, and to discover how incredible this world is, how amazing people can be towards one another. And it has taught me, what type of climate I want to live in, what culture I want to have, what type of community I want to have. It has taught me so much, and I am so grateful that I got the opportunity to volunteer all over this world and to work in these incredible places and inspire so many people. It has been an honor and a privilege to be able to touch so many people and get the chance to connect with them. And, some of these people have become family. And I'm so grateful for that. It has been such a wonderful experience. I love that I came to this concept of being grateful for everything in life, not just the good things, but also the bad things. Because when we are just grateful for everything, grateful for the experience that it brought us, maybe the lesson that it brought us, no matter how hard of a situation it was, it gives you this freedom to let go of that particular situation, because a lot of times we tend to relive that situation over and over again, which our brain does not know the difference between reality and when we are just thinking about something. So when we go back to those traumatic events, our body is just reliving it over and over again. But if you can sit and think about that situation in a different way, you start to see things differently, and you don't get pulled back to these negative feelings towards that particular event. You shift your reality. You shift it to acceptance and for gratefulness that it did happen. And it's hard. It definitely is. It took me so long to be accepting towards, my miscarriage that I had. It took me a long time to be accepting from all the times that I've been raped, but I have accepted them, and I have said they have no more control over my life, because I'm so grateful for what they taught me. And maybe it took me 10 years to realize why that needed to happen. And I learned from it so that I can keep going in my journey and not attract that anymore. Because when we are constantly thinking about those negative things, the universe is going to believe that you want that experience. And it's going to give it to you again and again and again. But until you tell the universe, it is enough. Thank you for giving me this learning experience, but I no longer need it anymore because I've learned from it, and I'm grateful that it happened. And it takes a really long time, and it's waking up every day and doing that. And sometimes it even starts with forgiveness, forgiving yourself for what happened and the choices that led you to that. And it's really hard for us to sit with ourselves and say, oh my goodness, this happened because of me. And it took me a long time because I did not want to accept that I had any part in any of those traumatic events. But I did. It was all me. I create my reality. And whatever was going on internally was projecting itself externally. And I was getting whatever I was consumed about. And if it was negativity, well, guess what? I got a lot of negative experiences. So it's shifting our reality, shifting our way of thinking into this gratefulness, forgiveness, acceptance for what is. We don't go through life without having ups and downs. I think a lot of people think that the solution is, oh, I'm just always going to be happy once I attain this or get to this. But if you don't do the work inside of yourself, you're never going to be fulfilled with anything externally. And again, it does not happen overnight. It took me years of waking up every day and forgiving myself, forgiving others, and forgiving the universe for putting me into that situation. But once I finally really forgave, and that was one step towards then being grateful for it, being thankful for that situation. Because when we're in these angry states, we're not able to accept things for what they are. We're just drawing in the negativity. So sometimes it's baby steps. It's taking one step at a time and realizing that it takes time, but change is constantly happening. Wouldn't you rather change the way you view the world and come to that realization that you are in control and you have the power within you to map out your reality and to make what you want possible? But it starts with a lot of healing within, a lot of forgiveness. And the biggest part is forgiving yourself and being grateful that you've even taken this step towards loving yourself, caring for yourself, and realizing that you deserve it. You deserve happiness and love and light. And you are the only person that can give that to yourself. No external thing or person can ever do that for you. You must look within and find it within yourself. Find that goddess. And the reason I say goddess so much is because we all have an inner goddess. And yes, this pertains to gentlemen too, because we have a feminine and masculine side. So bring out that goddess who nurtures and loves and cares and wants to see the best in us. Like our mothers, right? They want us to be successful. And bring that out inside of yourself and start treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated. And I really loved sharing this because it is something that I practice every day now, is being grateful. I wake up and I'm grateful for the little things, the sun coming out, my plants in my room, the conversations I get to have today, the everything. And when I go to bed, I'm so thankful for the day that I had and appreciate everyone I may have come in contact with, what I learned that day, how I treated my body. I'm so thankful for it all. And it just becomes a practice that we must do every single day. And again, when we build these habits, they get easier because you are building these new habits and getting rid of old habits. And it's learning that new habits need to take place in order for us to change and to evolve and to grow. But if you love to stay stuck, hey, it's your life and no one is here to judge you. If you like the way that your life is, then stay there. That is okay. Maybe you're not in a place to change at this moment. But if you are ready and willing to change and evolve and want to become a better person, I challenge you every day to wake up and say 3 things that you are grateful for. And at nighttime, before you go to bed, again, pick 3 things you are grateful for. And a great way is that you can start writing them down, put them in a jar, and when you need some inspiration, when you're having a really bad day, you can go to that jar and look at it and see all the different things that you have in your life to be grateful for. And it will automatically shift your thinking from that negative state into a positive one. I have loved being able to share my gratitude with you all. And I hope that you found some teachable moments in here, because I'm grateful for each and every one of you that comes on here and listens to my podcast, that has come over and joined the tribe. You are all incredible goddesses, queens, and unicorns. And I can't wait to share more with you. Next week, I have an amazing guest coming on who inspired this podcast. She has her own podcast called Gratitude Sandwich, where she just talks about being grateful for everything in life. So I can't wait to have her on here and share her story. And I hope you will enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed doing it. And until next time, my beautiful goddesses, queens, and unicorns, have a magical rest of your April, a magical month full of amazing memories, gratefulness, and I can't wait until next Tuesday. Have a beautiful day, night, or wherever you are. Namaste.
For all of you that keep listening, I do sell hair care products and face products. It is a great company. It's called Monet. I absolutely love working with them. They have incredible products that are vegan friendly. They have no harsh chemicals, and my hair absolutely loves it. And I'm a stickler for advocating for products that don't use harsh chemicals, that only use plant-based derived ingredients, which this company does, which obviously my hair agrees with it because I've never seen my hair grow so much and just look amazing, healthy, which I dye my hair so much. So my hair does not like me all the time. Um, and they taught me how to actually wash my hair, which is crazy. I always thought I knew how to wash my hair, but apparently I didn't. So I'll just share that really quick because I thought it was amazing. So with this product, you only need about a quarter size of product, and with the shampoo, you wash your hair twice. So because they don't have sulfates, it's not as sudsy as normal shampoo. So the first wash is to really get that excess oil and, you know, harsh things from the outside environment to get off of your hair. And then that second wash is actually to get those nutrients from that shampoo into your hair, because obviously we've had all these blockages from, our environment, from dirt, from all that stuff. Especially, I don't wash my hair every single day, so it builds up, which is amazing. And for the shampoo, same thing, just a quarter size. You leave it in. I'm really bad about leaving my conditioner in, I'm not gonna lie. But for here, I always use a um a conditioning mask after, and I let that sit in my hair for like 10 minutes or so whenever I remember to rinse it out. And it just leaves my hair so hydrated and so amazing. My hair has gotten so much more curlier, and again, it has grown so much, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. And I love smelling my hair. It smells delicious. I just washed my hair, which is amazing. So, if you would definitely love to buy any products, I will link my website down below. You can please take the beauty test. There is a quiz on there that will give you the right products. If you're still not sure, my email is on there. Please reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you more about the products and what product would be best fit for you, and talk about more of their VIP, maybe some promotions that are going on. Or if you want to be a market partner, if you want to come on board and also sell these lovely beauty products, that would be amazing. So I hope you can join me, maybe be a part of my team, or just enjoy these amazing products that are not only healthy for your body, but healthy for the environment. So, again, I hope you have enjoyed, and I can't wait to talk to you next week. So, have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever it is.